as you guys know, I'm still quite new to this YouTube channel thing, and I've been looking for a cage that I can use that makes my channel much easier and stop me looking over there at the screen and looking straight at the lens. I do have a lot of problems with that still now. It's really hard to look at nothing when you've got something there to look at. Even though it is my face, it's still something to look at than opposed to looking at a screen. And I think it's more of a personal video if I'm looking straight at you guys and talking to you instead of drifting off to the side or at the top. So I've been looking for a cage for a while. I did have the Move Cam GH5 cage, which is a magnesium alloy, which is a great cage, but it did have a few issues which I didn't like. Very lightweight, but that was it. So this one here is the GH5, SmallRig GH5 cage, which is the 2049, not the 1965, which was their original cage. It was very square and boxy, the original cage was. This is more molded to the camera. It's very, very comfortable. You can pick the camera up and hold it and not even know the cage is on there. But it comes with something else, which is called the helmet plate, which is this part here. There's an arm that comes up here, there's a top plate, which is a cheese plate, and it has a handle that slides up and down. The reason for this plate is it protects this, which is the Panasonic DMW-XLR1 audio adapter. I use this all the time. I basically have my Sennheiser systems that I just plug in, lock, and go, and it will record it. And record 2 channels as well at the same time. Now, this is great audio. I don't think you're going to find better audio from a Tascam or a Zoom. This does really good audio, and it's in the camera, and it has no cables or anything that hang out. The downside to this is the plastic foot. And the terminals that connect to the camera for the audio are there. If you smack this hard, it's going to snap that foot. And that's what worries me. If I hit this and I'm out and about, I've lost all my audio. So the idea for the plate is it protects it, the helmet plate. So that slides in. I'll take out the Sennheiser, and you can see it sits in there really snug, and it's always on there. So I'm not going to worry about knocking it. Even if I dropped this, the cage would protect it. So the Sennheiser plugs in. Now, the Sennheiser system, the AVX system, is expensive, but you're not going to get better audio quality. It is still the best out there. There's nothing out there that can touch how sharp and crisp the audio comes out of these two. It's great, and it gives me a bit more flexibility to get rid of the terrible echo that's in the gallery. Now, what I've added to the cage is I've added 2 15mm carbon fiber rails, an adapter down here to attach to my SmallHD 701 light monitor, which is a 7-inch monitor for reviewing. The reason the monitor sits at the bottom is that when I look at the lens, I can see the monitor. So I can see my white balance is okay, my exposure is good, and the actual camera's in focus, because this has focus peaking on as well, and it has zebras and everything else that you expect from a really good monitor. That helps me a lot because, like I said, I keep drifting off to the sides of the screen, which annoys me in editing, and it must really annoy you guys. So I'm doing this for you, not doing it for me, I'm doing it for you guys. Well, kind of am doing it for me. What I will say about SmallHD, very reasonable priced. I don't think there's anything on the market that comes close to the pricing. They're very, very good priced, and the quality is very good. And they probably do every accessory you can imagine for these camera rigs, camera add-ons. They do rigs even for Red, Sony, Panasonic, Eva, everything. And they do them for the GH5, the Sony A series, all of them, they do them. And they have a lot of add-ons as well. And they're very good quality, and they're very reasonably priced. Now, if you head over to the SmallHD website, you'll actually see all of the accessories they've got on there. And they've got very unique part numbers to them, 4-digit part numbers, which makes it very easy for ordering. And wherever you're going to get them from, I think a few online stores sell them. Most countries have a local distributor, so please buy from the local distributor. Help those guys out, because they need a lot of help nowadays, because the stuff online can be very cheap and very easy to get hold of. So that's basically just a quick look at the SmallHD GH5 rig. Now remember, this is the 2049 cage, not the 1965, which is the older squarer cage. That's not a very nice cage, and it's very uncomfortable to hold in the camera. Am I happy with it? Yeah, I'm really happy with it. It makes my life a lot easier. It means I can put the camera on the tripod, everything's set up, I can slide the monitor in and it's done. Before, I was using one of these things, which is a magic arm, which are great, don't get me wrong. You screw it into the cage, you screw it into the monitor, then you tighten it up, and then it drifts off a little bit. And it's really annoying when you're looking at a lens and you're looking at the monitor below it and it's at an angle. It just drives me crazy. So that's why I've got this. Bit temperamental like that, I think I am. That's basically how I would set the camera up. So this basically has an arc and twist plate, which goes straight into my really right stuff bore head, put it straight onto the tripod, and away I go. Everything's set up, turn on the Sennheiser, turn on the camera, everything's done. And it makes it much quicker and easier for me. And hopefully it will improve my videos. And I won't be looking at the screen over there, which I keep doing. I'll be looking directly at you guys. Now remember, more videos coming like this soon, so remember to subscribe. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.